Yeah, this is the crazy thing, right? We've got the rays with the crazy letters. We don't know what type of language that is, so we're just going to call that guy Matey Boy. And Rax, he'll be here early on, getting very aggressive on his defensive side. He had Braxo there with him, but I'm not a big fan of that. You paid a huge amount of your playing time in there as Matey Boy with the crazy name delivers 2 headshots at least to start off strong for his team. Spike planted. Chris is having a look around. Now we should remember the name Lucker as well. He had a chance on big, didn't he, at one point?
He did, yeah. He was playing Fnatic Academy as well. You know, it's a name that existed in the COD community as well, but I don't think it's the same player. Looking solid. He played well yesterday. Chris was definitely a highlighted one for me. But he's taken down by the... throw them out with much more speed. They travel across the map infinitely faster almost than they did previously. The only downside is it takes an extra 5 seconds for them to respawn, the reload.
I'm just loving the fact that Ares has started off with an Ares in there. Just to, you know,
Ares with the Ares. Love it.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
In fairness, though, the Ares now is so damn easy to spray. I mean, if you spend 10 seconds on a custom server just watching the spray control of it, it's so neat now. You can basically make it a laser if you've spent a couple minutes learning it. And that, combined with, I mean, it's been reduced by 100 credits. I don't think anyone's going, oh yeah, I get to save 100 credits. Who cares? Not that big of a deal. But it's when it comes down to the ability to actually hold the choke point, spray through smokes, pinpoint accurately, that weapon really comes alive.
Matey Boy has a name as well, Mitch. We've been told it's Neff.
That's
so
Neff, okay.
Is the name. There we go. There,
so
things start to make
case,
sense.
People might be able to confirm for me, is Crocodile, is that leaking? And why has he changed his name?
Yes, Crocodile is leaking. Crocodile
okay,
is leaking
awesome.
As well.
So yeah, I interviewed Leakin a while back. He was playing the Baltic Masters. He's a really solid player, but honestly, I didn't expect him to compete on the level that they are coming into this. I was like, oh, it's good to see some faces I know. But man, they might have found their main game. This is insane. Honestly, I'm just loving how they're set up. Does anyone know who their IGL is? Just out of interest, because I refuse to believe that they don't have one. They have to, with how well they play.
Maybe it's just like 5-man way of IGLing that everyone believes the calls and they just play off the feel. You know, one of those magical farts while they try to work out. Because we talk about someone can be an IGL in another game and try to come into this. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a successful IGL. Yes, there's a few skills that can also translate.
The utility is much more varied in terms of how you use them than when you look at the likes of a Counter-Strike. Obviously, maybe in some ways it's more one-dimensional with the likes of a Brimstone being able to just pop the smokes down wherever he wants. But also, if you've got Phoenix with the flashes, they're deployed differently to breaches with the stuns, all this sort of stuff. How you can combine all those abilities as well. It creates a very different feel. And I think there's a lot more moving parts to navigate then when it comes to IGLing. You gotta have a really big brain.
One step ahead at all times is certainly what's needed for our IGLs. As Hyper spots them out, isn't able to get the kill. They will just back away from A-Long for now. So they're just having a poke. They're finding out some information. They're up 2-0. They're certainly large and in charge when it comes to money as it goes for now. And we can see, right, Neff, our crazy symboled man, Matey Boy over here, checking it out. He's not going to allow any sneaky players to come around towards him. Boombop sent on its mission. Search and destroy is the name of the game. The spike's going to be planted as well. Easily pushed into this B site. Really met with very little resistance. I'm so shocked.
Yeah, the rifles need to make that retake happen, and they've not got an easy time doing it. Those Cypher smokes, as we mentioned, or those Omen smokes, excuse me, last for 15 seconds now. So Looker's going to have quite a while to wait before he's able to walk on through. As the rest of his team tries to retake B and faces a little bit of resistance. The 1-for-1 trades, not terrible for them at the moment. It's Chris is cleared at the back left corner. Or so he thinks. The player is just about to go in for the peek on the back of the stun. And Rax is down. This should turn into a save in just a second, and it can't even, with them just hunting down. I really want to compliment the idea from Royals to pick up the Omen, though. I think this is great to see them experimenting with it. When you're in the middle of a tournament, it's hard to change your setup like that, but on the back of this patch, they've given it a moment, they've thought about it, and realized, okay, his smokes are better than Brimstone's, perhaps because you can refresh them up, you don't have to invest any economy into them. And although it takes 35 seconds to refresh, it just gives you a more in-depth way. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we see an Omen alongside a Brimstone. Just ultimate map control. You could swap out the likes of, well, for example, even if you look at the lineup in play for Valorando, the Sova could easily be taken out and an Omen put in place. And I would argue that would give you a little bit more to work with, certainly on the defense anyways.
And the Sheriff's already been put to work. Found himself the 1 kill delivered via a headshot from Lucka. Hype. He's not going to be snuck around, though. You're not going to get away with pushing, playing the flank, trying to upset what they're trying to achieve on a round where they want to make it 4-0. You are stuck on pistols. So for now, they've got time on their side. Oh, I like this. Praxco just sat on the very edge of the wall. Oh, but as the flash goes over, this might make it very hard for him. He goes down at the hands of Capiz. More kills coming into play, and it's just domination once again. Yes, they're only up against pistols. Maybe Chris can try with the shorty, but that's not going to work out too well for him. And Rax looking to line up the headshot. Fires.
If you can figure out how your opponents are taking mid, that's something you can react to quite well. Immediately, Lookers push back off the long angle, and the use of a breach stun to push them out is something you don't see all too often. But that's very efficient. They've made the operator pull off of the longest range angle and start a heavy rotate indeed towards the B site, leaving A completely weak and just a Cypher in play there.
And you saw as well, right? Sova revealed his position to start off with. Then the tracking dart got him. He was not getting away. He was going to be seen to be falling back. So again, a long presence, completely on control of our attacking side. But last time around, they backed away from it. They didn't want to push in. And wow, Crocodile. Okay, mate. Just walks out, lands 2 headshot, cleans out the A site on his own. No problem at all. They're going to wall off window as well. Spike get planted. It's 3v5. And if you're looking at your defending side, you're thinking, what do we even try to do now? We wait for him to push into us because Crocodile was feeling it. He does go down, but they got a hell of a lot of work cut out from him, Mitch.
Oh, they absolutely do. It's going to be rough. Hype's being hit, though, this time. The heals have to come through. The Sova doing some damage from afar. I think he's out of shock darts at the moment, though. And when they eventually did decide to push through, there was a flash waiting for them with a breach in the back, and they realized there's just no chance. Especially if they have noticed, and I think because they broke up in window, they will have, where that spike is planted. It means it's not as simple as clearing off one angle. They have to clear short and long. They can just be held from way too many positions. And with that, they just go to save these weapons through to fight another day. Not going to be hunted down. But all in all, this is... Oh, we absolutely do. But maybe we'll make it all the way. Who knows? Oh, wait, that was... No, sure, it's the second map, right? It's different this week. Sorry. I've completely mixed up that information in my head for a second. Yeah.
It's always good to know you're listening.
But yeah, I know. Before we were always like, yeah, I hope we get it to that third map, right? To get the split. We're happy boys now, though, even with the changes. I'm a big fan of the changes, to be honest. Hype. Look at him. Barreling through, helping out Crocodile. 2 men facing him, and then there's just no chance for the breach.
And C's completely open. Spike, no problem for the plant. It's definitely being planted for long as well. Look how far wide they can spread it, because they're not even worried about what the defense is going to throw at them thus far. Luckham doesn't want to break that window just yet. And do they just decide to save again? Do you give up at this point already? If much more comes their way, you might be thinking about it. It may be into consideration. Chris looking to try and push his way through. Rax has found 1 though, but it was off the back of a trade, so the numbers are still hugely in the attacking team's favor. And this is just so hard to deal with. You can't move. You can't even get into the site. Oh my god, Neff's just wrecking him. Headshots delivered. It's all on Saint.
Oh.
But with this one, this has been domination from everyone on the team. It's not like one player's just styling on them. Lucka, though, is going to get away with the first kill. This could be what they needed, having the opening pick in there. But I'm pretty sure their Sage has a revive that hasn't been used either. So, you know, Lucka goes down next. He tries... Oh, the A site. Rax plays really aggressive as a Cypher in A, and I'm not a fan of it, Mitch.
No, I mean, when you're looking at a push like that, your abilities to slow them down are basically inefficient. There's no one to back you up. Once your trap wires go off, okay, they're just going to shoot it and keep moving. Especially once they find that kill. And you see now the retaking into A is so difficult. It coming in through the window. One's already been taken down. They spotted the Sage up there as well. That's why the flash goes through. Keeps her back, allows Crocodile to frag out on the site. And that's it. You know, Sage can't even make it out of here alive. 15 seconds left on the heal. Won't even be possible to get herself healthy. Has to keep on fighting, but a third frag moving up above. Ultimate already online, so just doesn't want to die, but if you can wait 5 seconds, he'll get that heal online before exiting. Problem is, at that point, the spike could probably take him down.
Okay, I need to get the hell out of there. I'm also, you're going to get killed by the flank potentially. Look at the noise being made. Crocodile's just going to wait for it. Easily done.
See something. I was talking to Leakin a little bit before things happened, but I really didn't anticipate them to be this. Literally the most structured team I've seen so far. And we haven't even seen. Their defense is where they really blew me away. Already their attack is good here, but when you see like a full defensive side play through from them, it's incredible how they switch it up, specifically on split.
Ooh, Neff narrowly avoiding the push coming out towards him. Still though, looking to hold on to this mid control. Clearing every corner for now. Kane's got himself boosted up. We'll just hold the B site on his own for the moment. I'm a big fan of the Omen plays that can be used here on B, because you don't have to use the wall off. You can put yourself up high rather than needing to get a boost on go. And it seems at the moment that the B bus might be coming in. Oh, the flashes are perfect. Kane does manage to get one, takes down the Rays. Look at there with the Sheriff. This is actually doable. They're in a great spot to hold on to this, but Hype, he's looking to make sure they can find their way in. Their position is going to be revealed by the recon bolt. They've walled off one spot. He's trying to avoid the ult. He's not going to be able to get out. Capers, he chooses the wrong direction to run in, and he'll pay the price with that one. They're still on the hunt for more. Hype is not. Oh my god, headshots every single kill. Rex tried to push through. He's firing off with the Sheriff. He's only got 2 bullets, but he gets one. You don't deserve it. It's my time to shine. Oh, you've seen it again from Hype here. This is one you were talking about, right? Where they can push through and have a look towards long, but Lucka, he was too far across. He was way in a good position there. Now, just stay defensive. You've got the opening 2 kills. You've handled it perfectly. This is your best chance. And Capers doesn't have the revive up at the moment.
It's going to be a challenge. No way that res comes through in this round, at least. The camera also not spotted, which is going to cause some problems. As soon as that comes up and spots the spike, there's going to be heavy rotations through. Rax doesn't want to check it. Just, oh, there we go. Spike spotted. And look at that. The B rotate through. Brimstone's already on his way through to the window. You've got Sova moving into B, but a nice opening pick as Rax falls. There are still going to be 2 players on A. This is the problem, and they're not looking to move forward too quickly, so they've allowed those rotates to get into a comfy spot.
Well, this is why you give Neff what he wants in the operator. They may have got the opening 2 kills, but Kane's been found now as well. The A site's cleared out. The rotation's coming on over. But Lucker's only good for 1 more as Capis straight away shuts him down. Chris trying to make sure he can get the lineup done here. This could work out quite nicely. Oh, they've got to be careful. The recon dart's going to reveal their spots at least for now. Brax is trying to hunt them down. Look at him go for it. 1 versus 1 though. Brax coming from PUBG, previous TSM player. I've commentated this man many times. He's going to get onto that deep. Oh, they've been spotted out. They're having a back and forth fight for now. He drops his ult, but is it going to be enough? He's going straight on. Seem to have the answers, and they've got such a mix of skilled players from very different games.
Yeah. This is the thing, right? It's amazing. We were talking about how PUBG players in general, you know, they got to juggle so many things, specifically the mobile, but even the PC players, they got so much to do all at once. And here we go. Okay, 2 opening kills coming through. Maybe now they're starting to get a grip on it. But no, Rex. Oh, this is a disaster. They've been spotted now as well. 2 up in heaven, 1 below. The push from Hype. It's expected, and he whiffs the spray. That's the chance they needed.
Confident.
The slow. Good night.
Finally around. Admittedly though, when that trailer came out, it was a god-awful trailer to put out showing him, because it did make it look really OP.
It did, didn't it?
like playing it and seeing it, completely different.
Yeah, it didn't even show that you could break the arrow, right? So if that was the case, then yes, very overpowered. But you have, if you see it coming, you have the chance to just shoot it, and it doesn't even get a scan out. It just reveals your position from the shot, obviously.
Oh. Brack's done a ton of damage. Ray's able to at least get 1, but that's all. The resurrection's coming in, but Sova's going straight. Capers.
Just not something that Valorando were fans of. In this case, it wouldn't have served any purpose because their opponents aren't peeking mid at all. Oh, look at that camera broken immediately. Rax can't even cross over. He's got no cage up close. They're spamming. They're not dealing the damage though.
You saw him get tagged, try to run away. Drops a bit more spam, but he's fine for now. They're going to get the heals off as well, so everyone back to good enough health. Cypher would have lost all his armor though. They need to be careful of Lucker, though. He was sat towards this B site with the operator. That quick rush, everything going crazy, and now all of a sudden it's just like silence for the final part of the round. A Spectre on hype, though. Not ideal for this. Oh, Brax. He's tempting fate. He's going to try and bust his way through. Does well, but stuns himself. Not the most ideal position to fight from. Oh, Rax again. He's been playing these spots far too much in an aggressive way for the Cypher. Not using his camera directly effectively. Lucker takes an op shot, but he actually ends up getting dropped instantly. Headshot delivered. And once again, they just can't seem to catch a break. You mustered up 2 rounds. You're now in a 5v2. DPS is just so confident. He's like, I'll just swing for it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? But don't get too over-aggressive. Don't let him have it all. Because Brax and Chris could try and save the day now. You put this into a 3v2.
Yeah, that first kill justified. After that, I don't think he should have been re-peeking, really.
Yeah.
It's something that we see. You know, people aren't comfortable with the Omen, so they're not ready for him to be up there in heaven. Just take the TP. Not something you're thinking of all too often. There's a shock dart kill. Chris with another, and the hype only player left alive. Spectre in hand takes the fight, but he wins it. Where was Brax looking?
Remember, the scores are flipped. Everything's all confused. The spectator mode does the thing that needs fixing. So we'll just talk to you, and hopefully you understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, up the top, 10 should be on the right side, 2 should be on the left, basically. Yeah, in the middle of the scoreboard, it's exactly right. So believe that when it comes up, and other than that, ignore it. Unfortunately, at the halftime, it's swapped. When you look at how these guys are playing, it's exactly what I was saying. They're just so damn strong as individuals, but then when it comes through the team play, that's where they pull it way further across the line than what I've seen from anyone else. They're smart. They're picking an Omen here. They're showing that they've got some flexibility day to day, even in terms of what lineup they're rocking. They play together. Their abilities always seem to complement. It's like a chef has designed it. Every single taste perfectly goes with the other. And that's dangerous, though. That Molotov going to ruin DPS. He manages to TP out, but the shots from long. And a well-timed attack. Abilities used perfectly. And Valorando get onto the site. They're not ready for K-Piz, though. Oh, got close.
He's only good for 1. The heals straight away being placed in by the Sage. A 3v4 retake isn't impossible, but it's going to be oh so hard. Crocodile checking if anyone's going to go over the top. Gets rid of the camera. Smartly done as well. Straight onto the recon at the same time. Next match to find 1. This is certainly doable. They make these rounds look like they're being completely shut out of it. Look possible. Hype drops the flash down. Goes in for a second, but isn't too sure about it. Looks at the position. Tries to make it work. Is managing to get the job done. Oh, the top. No, you missed the key shots. Rex is able to get 2. But is the way you...
Some shorties across the board.
Shorty. Let's see if we get some of those magical kills. Close range action, hiding behind corners. Hype's got very aggressive.
He pushes C long on a shorty. What is that?
I respect the confidence, but like, you're such a disadvantage there.
By the way, if you ever see a shorty, a judge, or a bookie getting some damage on range, you feel, well, maybe not a bookie, you can right click it, but the other two, the shorty and the judge, you can actually crouch to tighten the spray on them. You'll notice that your crosshair actually becomes smaller then, and you can just, at least for your first bullet, you'll get a decent bit of a range boost. Only problem is when you crouch, obviously you're a little bit fatter, a little bit wider. You turn into like a physical representation of me, and that means it's easier as they swing around to see your legs or anything like that. Do they expect a second? Yes.
Oh, they tried. They tried. Still 2 of them left. We might get 1 kill with it if they're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be very lucky. Both of these players have got shorties and they're trying to retake A. I guess they could wait outside. Probably the best choice at the moment. Just sit outside a part of the site and catch them as they leave. Why are we going heaven? What is this play? Are you crazy? They have no way to get up there, right? There's no Omen. It's not like he can just TP himself in.
It's to jump out a window and land an epic headshot with it.
If this works, I'll be blown away. But then again, so will one of the enemy players, I guess. He's got a nade as well.
Oh.
Ambitious. Ambitious.
Just throw the grenade out. Why not, you know?
Honestly, he just wants to die to the spike here. Oh, don't even push down. So the issue there, if he stays... What the idiots! But it's going to be
doesn't make sense.
Play. Yeah, why would they do it? Because even remember the first time we saw it, we're like, did he just jump in the spike? What was that? then you
Oh,
realize.
look at this push, Mitch.
3 players.
A huge commitment. They'll walk away with kills at least. Chris goes down. And look, just back away. See, this was the difference. We saw this happen from Valorando. But what happened with them was they would stay around for it. Now, Brax is snuck into the site itself. He's expecting more players to be there. Crocodile's taking down Kate. The smoke's going to be applied as well. But this is, oh, huge. DPS getting that kill. He's nailing them. Another headshot and another one. DPS just...
Yeah. Everything's backwards. It's okay.
So even though we have Royals 11-4 right now, they are on the defensive side. The numbers haven't swapped. It's all down to the spectator client. It's all on riots. And we just love to add confusion to the mix of things, you know.
Why not? Yeah,
DPS,
Royals,
man. That was so impressive. I'm still just thinking, like, wow.
they've got 2 to go on the defense, and with individual plays like that, man, they're going to go far. DPS picks up an opening. He's got to leave and get to the... Oh, the Sage is there to help. Hello. A little bit of
Easy
heals.
clap.
Oh, I thought Sage was maybe around B or something for a sec, but I was like, oh, no, okay. He's immediately patched up. And with 3 players dead over towards the Valorando side, they are not having the brightest of days. No ultimate for Chris. I didn't spot if the res was online, but I don't believe it is. Oh, no, actually, it is, isn't it? You got it up in the previous round.
I'll have to wait and see.
There
Wait
you
for
go.
that scoreboard to come up again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Still, though, no opportunity to use it. Being flanked out. Good night in the reload.
Oh, no.
She gets a chance and the headshot after.
It was nice.
If they can res now, that'd be perfect.
Still, do you want to use the res right now? Oh, well, it's not going to work anyway. Crocodile, Chris wasn't quick enough to save his teammate. Now he's on a 1v3. He's going to walk into the B site and DPS is ready and waiting for him. They're just all over.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You got to realistically sit there if you're Valorando and wonder, who are these guys and how are they beating us? It's a power. And they would have had time yesterday to go back and look at this lineup. But like I said, the diversity they show, the ability to play game by game and change which agent they're working with, how they approach each, even round to round, who's playing where, it makes them very difficult to counter-strat. You got to spend a lot of time to really get that done. With 1 round left to go for Royals to take it across the line. They already started out DPS on the opening, and they keep peeking him on the operator. That res is so risky as well. He can just keep on fragging.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Oh, dear. You hate to see it go down like this. The ult gets used. Cape is with the final kill. 13 floor, and it's not only a flawless round, but that is what you would call an almost flawless victory. They got confident, they got over-aggressive at times, but Royals handled their business here on map 1, Mitch.
Yeah, regardless of what the UI was telling you, that is Royals taking it. Unfortunately, like we said, a bit of a mix-up. I'm sure there's people still coming in going, wait a second, but they lost.
What is this?
But no, and honestly, if you came in and you saw Royals down 13-4, so it allows you to see their feet as they cross over. Matter of fact, that's probably the reason you see nobody even holding in towards the rope room. Now, one thing that we haven't mentioned is the fact that now you have to wait for that barrier to disappear to throw the orb up. And that does cost you a little bit of time. It means you don't have as much time to set it up. And Looker's already deleted, so the orb won't matter.
Yeah, well, that's one way to kick things off once again. It's just one of those moments where you think, okay, how do you come back from this? Now, Brax is in a good position to halt it, but he also doesn't have the information on how many players could have got past him now. And they can take all their time as well. So easy for them to work onto here. I've got a completely frozen screen for the moment, Mitch, so I'm going to let you take this away.
All right, okay. It happens to the best of us.
Well, it's not my
Mike was
screen's
muted
frozen, it's just the Discord bit's completely frozen.
Yeah,
again.
I
Like,
know.
I'm dead on it.
Oh, well.
Everything's working other than that.
Well, get yourself back in. I'll take over. They're moving in towards the A side. There's already been a rotation, though. The read is definitely in play for Valorando. They suspect something's up. The slow goes through. Didn't quite land in time, though. They're already pushed out past it. Kane could be in a little bit of trouble. But now they've been spotted. The Sova arrow gives away the information. 2 opening duels. They swing through to look for more, and the spike is now dropped. And that aggression has been shut down. The heals as well in play as the breach goes back up to full. And a hell of a difficult clutch now, especially. It's just that spike being down in the open. The time's so limited. The flank on its way. Kills are going towards them. A flash doesn't actually land, and Cape is!
Wow.
That's with Ares in the hands of Cape is. What is this? On the attacking side, I mean, I see the viability of it on defense. I don't know. I haven't seen many people. I think I've seen it once on attack. It got shut down pretty quickly. First bullet accuracy isn't actually bad on this weapon, especially with the spray being so easy to control afterwards. I haven't tried it ADS, which maybe is on me. Well, that's actually something I'm not knowledgeable about, is the ADS on this weapon.
I generally am not a big fan of ADSing in general, but I see many players, they like it, depending on the weapon they have in their hand. It's something they try and think is viable to work with here. Now, Viper coming into use, but that wall went up a little bit too slow. Oh no, the flash is being thrown their way. They're trying to hold on to it. Hype's going to get away with the first kill. He's looking for more. Headshots being landed there from Neff. He's making me cough and cry. And that's what Valorando is going to be doing. Crying, and crying some more. Because no matter what happens, no matter how it works out for him, they can't even get the timings right for the lineups on that Viper. DPS easily. I'm watching it on the clean feed now anyway. So I'm giving that a try, mate. See if that works out. Recon Bolt's gone up. Did find their position on the Royals players. They don't want to push into this just yet. They did use the raised grenade, though, to try and make a move forward. They won't pay off just yet. Kane dropping in the wall. The Recon's not going to work out either, though. He does spot out at least where one player is. Ooh, Crocodile. I like that camera spot. It's often one that's not noticed early on. And he's thrown actually to a later point in the round. This could work out really well. Because it's very unlikely that you check back up right after initially getting that dealt with. Now another recon goes up. 2 players being spotted again still towards A. The spike is still towards A as well. So Valorando should have their best chance of knowing what's going on and when it's going on. Hype's fallen as well. Crocodile, he's working his way up here. He's on A ramp, wants to push through. Gonna look towards the ladder room. But instantly, Brax is there. He's able to deliver. Cabe is trying to hold on, but Brax is on very low health. He needs some backup. But the Sage isn't there to be able to help him out, so he's going to have to wait for that for the moment.
Yeah, Sage is on the back of A as well, so there's not really any chance of him getting any heals. Luckily, Looker came through with a quick bit of damage. 3 versus 2. Spike needs to make it out. Kane has the heals for himself because he didn't pop it earlier. 13 seconds remaining. Here's the steps on the right. Swings through, but doesn't find the kill. Now that Spike can actually be planted. No one's close enough to deny it. And getting back in there is going to be difficult. The utility is low for the Cypher. As he comes in, his head gets ripped off.
Last one's
Great
low.
work being done. Neff just has to deal with this. He has his ultimate as well, but no way to fall back and safely use it.
Yeah, this isn't the ultimate time. Well spotted there, Mitch. But Lucker, 49 health. It means he has to land the headshot and be able to clear this one through. Neff checking all the angles, unaware as of now. Makes some noise. He's giving away his spot 100%, and he actually hasn't moved from this since he got the initial kill. He's going to continue to walk around it. Oh, the timing's going to work out, but it's Lucker with the better aim in this shot. He'll grab the defuse. He'll grab the round that Valorando so desperately needed to ensure that they can't allow Royal.
Hype on the verge of getting that rocket up as well. Definitely not an easy start. Now, the one advantage is that where he's peaking at the moment with the operator is rope room, where at the moment the defense have not been playing at all. They're actually happy with the 2-man A hold. The only issue with this is if the attackers figure that out and they push up mid, wall off the left side, that A site will be screwed almost immediately. But it looks like they're actually happy to rotate a 3rd player through. And this is the benefit of having someone like Looker on the Viper holding down. Now, he doesn't have his orb up from what I see. I don't see it above the doorway anyways, unless he has happened to throw it somewhere else. And so his utility is actually quite low to stop them pushing through. And that's when they just barrel in and kill him, leaving a Cypher alone on B to hold.
Hype using the grenade boost to push himself forward. Rax is just going to be eaten alive by the ultimate there. And Royals, they may have dropped the previous round. It came down to a 1v1, but can they even get this into a 1v1? It's 4v3. Make that 4v2. Kills coming in, though, and Braxton can. They can make the dream happen. It's in a 2v2. Their positions are known, but they're not looking to push just yet. All forward position being had there. They're just spamming each other. Lucker's going to be revived, but it's not maybe going to pay off too well for him because Brax has gone down in the meantime. DPS is there. It's back to a 1v1, and Lucker, he's not going to
Top 10 pictures taken before a disaster. Just he realized, like, oh, I'm dead. And then blown to smithereens. 3-1. Bouncing right back after a round loss into a position now where, okay, their money isn't fantastic on the attacking side. Even a Bulldog making an appearance for Crocodile. But they still look to be in a pretty good spot. Again, you see the breach ability used the Aftershock to clear out that left side, but well, the right side for the attackers, but it hasn't been held at all. This is exclusively being a left side hold. on middle.
And they're able to have so much mid control because it's again being played very defensively by the Viper. Not in a bad way either, but it just means that you early allow Royals to have the whole control of where they want to go. You're the ones who are kind of guessing where they might be heading to. You don't have the information to play off of.
That's definitely a problem.
Oh,
I've got to
no.
work out.
Oh,
Hype
no.
just walks out. Easy double openings on top of the wall. Or over the wall, I should say. The thing is, they've only got pistols in this round, right? So you're not expecting like a world of hurt to come through from VALORANDO. This is a round they should lose, but they want to at least do some damage.
Well, Lucka will.
One. That's good. That's an operator. I can't get to it, though.
You're like, so close, yet so far. Kane will heal himself up, all for no reason, though, as Hype continues to just go on the hunt, and he's just savagely hunting them down like a wild animal looking for extra kills. Oh no! Trying to make some reasonable way out of it.
Trying to make the man not look as bad, right?
And I'm just like, what the hell?
See, the thing is, Banks, I've had so much practice when we play and you see me do stuff like that. I'm like, well, look, it's the range and the spread and it's...
Excuses.
Like, excuses are on point.
Well, you do need to have excuses if your skills don't fit the bill. And Mitch is certainly one of them. Maybe Chris will join you in that. Or maybe he'll show us some styling in it.
Should we bring it up?
We can always bring up your HLTV rating, which means absolutely nothing because you were carried in a show match. It's fine.
Carried, all right. Support player, you know, 1.15, whatever. It's all right.
Support player.
Carried in those 1v1s. Was I, Banks? Was I carrying the 1v1s?
You had to clutch out against Dinko. It's not me.
Sergey twice. Yeah, major finalist, whatever. You know. Who's Ents, anyways? Well, nowadays it's a good question to ask, isn't it?
Yeah. Can we look at top tier opponents, mate?
I just forward this to Natu afterwards to make him cry.
Go for it. He knows the truth. He's well open. The ult though from Ray straight in. Is she going to find anyone? She's boosting further forward. Oh, see you later. But it's a 1-for-1 trade. And actually the ult doesn't hit. Crocodile's already doing the damage. She's trying to style. I respect it. But there is a point where you just want to win first, right? Maybe be ahead in this because you're actually in a 3v4 now. And there's a great opportunity for VALORANDO to take another round here. But can they make it work? The ult's going to be used. Oh no, they're trying to avoid it all. It's not going to work out just yet. Capiz goes down. Crocodile's checking all the angles. Oh, this is just not going well for him. They're pushing. They're finishing him. Neff, though, still opportunity for him. Oh, he gets the second one. But
what I will say here, that's very much surprising me if you look at that scoreboard, is the Phantoms. Everybody's got Phantoms. Yesterday, no one did. It was all Vandals. With the update, much more viable weapon now. You can burst it much better, but it seems like none of these guys like it. They're Phantoms till the day they die. Oh, what? I don't even know where that was.
Well, Royals down in numbers, but Capiz looks to even it up. He took a lot of damage himself, though, and Lucka doesn't want to push out, and it's not with an operator on the slow. Despite the change and how much you are slowed, you just don't want to be on it with an operator. The wall goes up, but there's still a gap for them to work with. There is a player down below. Lucka's looking for a cheeky shot, but that shot won't be landed. He's hoping they might push out into him again, but the flash has come up. Hype's able to deliver the damage. He finds himself 2 kills, and it's super easy. Lucka all alone now, hiding on the floor. It's slow, still gets it onto Capiz. Overrun out, but it's Mitch. It's not CSGO. You don't have 10 in the chamber. You only have 5. She's going to throw down the toxins. 3 health.
Still, though, with 5-2 on the board, this is already a good attack. You pretty much can't afford to lose another round on the defense. And considering the weaponry that's in play, it's just not going to be possible. Running through, Hype gets lit up a little bit by the Molotov of his teammate. But they've already cleared out right side by eliminating Looker.
I thought he got one then, Hype, but it was actually Rex just landing the Sheriff headshot. He does have the information to play off of here, though, luckily. So they saw quickly, but how close will they be able to push into this? Checking his corners. Braxo's going to win out that one, and he's actually going to win both. Neff only able to get one on the board, and this now puts him into a 2 versus... That's just one, because Chris, again, he's loving the shotgun action, but he's not able to get the kills in.
Turn up at the same time. I mentioned Hype when we started this one out. Banks is a player you definitely wanted to watch when it came down to the Raze play. Although he didn't have Raze on the first map, now that we're back on Split, you can see that they're tending towards their normal, or well, not their normal lineup, but the one that we saw the other day. It's exactly the same. That wall saved Kane just in time. Waiting for a counter wall as well to maybe come over so they can boost through, or the Rays to jump on top of the blast pack, but nothing as of yet. And at least 3 players have been spotted outside of A with that recon drone.
Brax trying to hold on to the side there as well. Wasn't able to do too much damage. Lucka hiding within the toxin, holding strong, looking to still gain control at the bottom of middle.
From there, surely.
It's all on timing. They're passing each other. Oh dear, Neff. Finds Lucka. Lucka tries to make it work, but it's just unlucky every single time. DPS has found Kate in the meantime. There's a revive coming in on Hype. Can Brax do some more damage here? He's standing strong for 2, but that's all he's good for now. 3 versus 2. And Chris, he might make up for his poor shotgun skills. Now he's got a Phantom in his hand. He can hear the footsteps though. Luckily ducks away. The smoke's going to be placed towards window, but they might not check this. They need to clear all the corners, all the angles, but they line up for him.
As we rock into this one, it is a much weaker buy though. Over towards the attacking side. I think it's just one weapon they've managed to afford.
No, this is the smart Viper play. This is what you want to see. Avoiding the flashes for now. They start to push through. Luck is able to deal the damage onto them as they try to get through the cloud. Now Toxin doing enough damage towards them, decaying them away. Chris holding his position on window. Players have both been tagged up on Royals as well. We spoke about limited weaponry, but this is maybe something to build confidence off here for Valorando. DPS, but you don't expect the second, but you delivered the first nice one.
Oh no. The player with the Guardian, 28 HP, almost taken down with a shock dart. Spotted obviously a second ago, and the shock dart will finish.
You want to have the numbers advantage, or you're trying to bring it up into an even fight. That's just a waste. I'm not agreeing with that in any sense of the imagination.
Not when you're behind by this much. No, not at all. My flag now.
Lucka completely destroyed here, but still manages to walk away with 1. Looking for more, but we're completely lost in it all for now. Plenty of action going towards the B site. Rax needs to be careful as well. His position will be revealed for now. He's not dealing with it just yet. But Valorando are going to make this competitive, that's for sure. 3 versus 3. Oh no, there's whiff shots from Rax. He'll pay the price for it. Capis deals the damage. Chris is all alone. He tries to spray onto it, but he misses it. Those are the ones you need to be hitting. Especially when you're all alone, you need every advantage you can grab. You may reveal their positions, but DPS's aim is
of the day or anything. But he's so sensible in the risks he takes and the payoff that they get for them. Look at that reaction. And they know these darts so well. And a lot of people focus on destroying them, but I'm a big fan if you can just run away and not be seen by it, because what that means is they think no one's there. Yeah. When it's destroyed, they at least know one's there. Even that recon wouldn't have seen him. Nuts, man. Nuts. No. Oh, but they still wall it. Okay. They respect him enough for it, I understand. But if they just make no noise here, they don't even need to... Oh, they're going to boast over. Okay. Oh, dear. Crocodile walks away with the kill onto Kane. That's the healer taken out of it. 2 kills found already. They push onto this A site with ease, Mitch. An 8th round could be in the bag unless there's something huge to come out from Valorando. It's just so good. Like, they dodge every bit of information gathering. They go up close to the wall. They wall up on top as a breach flash goes through. That Sage sat in the corner, was like, oh, no one's outside. It's probably another 20 seconds before... Oh, I'm dead. How did that happen? Like, it's crazy how in tune they are. Hype catching racks on the flank, or they're lurking towards the rope room, and it's just good luck, Looker. You're going to need everything. A 1v5, an ace clutch needed, and the final round of the half, so he's going to go for it. Misses the shot. Dear. And a flawless end. Play alongside Rax on a Cypher, it definitely isn't the more favored half. This is a very defense-heavy composition, and it was not a very defense-heavy half. Oh, Hype has to go through spawn to B to get a heal. And with 8 HP, I mean, he has to go. So that takes him out of the equation for a long time. Sage is not even coming to meet him halfway. Oh, getting an nade out. Got to still be very careful. Brax has found DPS, though. A lot of damage has been done over towards them. So many players really low on health. Oh,
Oh, I thought he died then from that. It just we switched players.
Yeah, so quickly. But he
I was
got a
like,
double
what?
kill with a molly. That's ridiculous. Again, it's just like, is there anything these guys can't kill you with? Raze has been healed at this point. You're not going to see Brimstone back in the fight for a while. Cypher's camera's destroyed. He knows they're coming. They haven't
Oh, look
spotted
at the
him.
play.
They have
Look at
no
the
idea.
play.
They have no idea. Goodbye.
Crocodile, easy kill, easy clap. He's looking for the last player, thinking like, well, how is this even a thing? And the hype finishes Lucker off.
And look, it couldn't even help because of the wall Sage had put down.
Yep. It's like the defensive
disaster.
wall. Oh no, this just didn't defend me. There was someone still here. Why did we not check the site? Why didn't we clear positions? Why did we just walk into our death at the beginning of this round? Oh, that's it, because they've already pushed up. They're so confident. Oh my god. What is going on? Lucker's like, I'll do my best.
It's just a UI bug if you're new here. You will have figured that out by now. Also, I think our HUD needs to be swapped as well for halftime. The Royals are on the right side on the defense now in 10 rounds. Yeah, they stay on whatever side they start on, but then the colors switch. It's a whole thing. If you were here the previous week, you'll notice everything's swapping around differently. So it's hopefully it'll be fixed soon anyway. And I'm sure Riot are working on it. You know what else they could fix while they're at it? Valorando's
What?
defense and attack on this map. I don't, honestly, I can't even blame Valorando. It's not like they're doing stuff that I'm like, oh, what are you doing, you idiots? It's just Royals are so clean. It's unbelievable.
This is basically just an uneven matchup. We've seen great moments from Chris, from Lucker, from Brax. They've looked very strong individually. The teamwork just isn't there. You're playing against the Royals who have things figured out a step ahead of you right now. All the jokes that we're making is just because this is the way it is right now. There's not much you can do against it, and that's what they have to deal with. For Valorando, they're more relying on their individual aim, and, well, that individual aim is just not enough against a team like Royals.
And again, Royals 10-4 up. That was we move on into things.
Oh no.
Oh, my feed froze.
Oh no. It's the Ares doing damage, getting kills. They all push into it. Valorando go down. 11th round looking to be secured. We've got the individual skills, but how do we beat them on the team side of things? It's like one of the best teams in Europe going against one of the best CIS teams.
Yeah.
This is what you look forward to. But I'm not saying Valorando's down and out of it just yet, but this next round might confirm if they are down and out of it.
Oh, yeah, almost definitely will. I mean, even at this point, 11-4, they have a big task on their hand. The attacking side's not easy to pull this off on. Immediately losing one player, losing a second with DPS. And this is it. This is it, really. Like, look at that. Not a single kill so far. And Chris,
All the sheriffs.
oh, don't get taken down by the boom bot. Don't get taken down by the boom bot, Chris. I mean, anyone would, right?
I mean, yeah, if I hadn't heard from you that Royals were really good from yesterday, I would have just gone, yeah, Valorando namesake. Obviously have a lot of
100%.
players who can be mechanically gifted and have the aim from multiple different games. Lucker now just showing us with his operator skills as they just push into him. They're just saying, do you know what, we'll let them have another round so it doesn't end up on 13 for both games. Let's let them have a chance. But even then, I'm still not out of the realms of possibility here for Royals to still win this, because it is 3v4. It's definitely winnable. Crocodile dealt away with the recon. His spot's certainly going to be known. The cage may go down for now. He's going to try to play off the feet position with it all. But yeah, I agree with you, Mitch. Like, name value sake, you would have said Valorando straight off the bat. But this is what it's all about. A new game comes out. Who's putting that time in? Who's looking better? Whose skills are very transferable? Royals have shown us that they are here and not to be messed with.
This is it. This is why I was just so surprised, because when they came in, I knew two of the players. Like, or between myself and Tom, we knew two of the players were like, yeah, they're capable. They can do some damage, but to this extent, it's just something that's insane. You never would have expected. And now they've just found a duel by running into B, picking it up, and putting it into a 3 versus 3. No information on where the push is coming from, though. Don't know about these last 3. Oh, they're gambling A. Perfect read coming through by Valorando. They think B is the weaker one, and they're very correct.
They've heard the shots, though, so they will be able to just come back into B, but it won't be quick enough to stop this spike from being planted. Now that wall will go up. The toxins as well. It's the ult being used. The DK's in full effect. Crocodile can stay above it, but he has to wait for a player to push out of it, really, for it to be viable for him. This is a hard one for Crocodile to play off of. Oh, he spots him out perfectly. Tracking dart revealed. He's going to try and tag him up. They can hide, though. They can stay alive for now.
28 bullets left. Stop spraying. Stop spraying.
Oh,
5
no.
bullets. Oh, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
No.
He comes in with the
No.
sheriff when he runs out of ammo in the Phantom. And that's it. 13 rounds for the defense here. And that
Mitch.
is one of the worst score lines we've seen coming into playoffs. What a game by Royals, Banks. I expected them to win, and I'm still blown away.
Mitch, Valorando, talk about Valorando. No, not yet. Better luck next time. Maybe when you've tried to work on your chemistry rather than just your individual aim. Because Royals, they showed us what teamwork is really about there. You're down